Hi, and welcome back to Chat and That podcast, episode, I think 28, I don't know.
Insert number here.
28 what?
Insert number here.
Insert number here. Today, we've got actually someone who isn't a student, well, was a student, but you know him in the MMC. They basically live in the MMC, and they're very great they're great people that help you. You know this person a lot in the MMC. This is Cullen. Woo!
Hello. Shall I look into the camera?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah. You're like the president. Like, this is the president. Thank you for coming on.
No worries.
Yeah,
How you
I'm
doing?
great.
Yeah, you've been trying to get us on for a while now, so it's nice to finally get on.
Yes. Yeah, this might come out much later.
Yeah.
This is September. We're filming in September, so this comes out next September. But yeah, thanks for coming. I know you're a very busy guy.
Yeah, I can be. Not currently, and the summer's been a bit dry. But
Currently, yes, he's work for hire.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're very helpful in the MMC.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you're very helpful. I don't know what I'd do without you. And what was the other guy's name?
It was Callum.
Callum,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was Callum, wasn't it?
Somehow he disappeared.
Yeah.
Hope he watches this. He's next after you. My question is, I'm a bit confused because you left and you came back.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times now, actually.
You have?
Yeah.
Not just once?
So, we'll probably go back over this, but when I finished my undergrad degree here in film production, I got a job. The job as the digital skills developer, which was the role that you knew me in, and probably most people knew me in originally. So that was when I was covering training for the whole university, not just arts, right? So I got that job like straight after university. So I'd got the job offer before I'd officially graduated.
Wow.
Which is quite good going, right? So the old trainer, Chris Hellcoop, who I think still works at the university, we went for the film production drinks, which I'm sure people have talked about before.
Yes. Shooters Unleashed.
And he was like, someone needs to replace my old position. Would you be interested? I was like, hell yeah. So I threw in an application, got the job sorted. So I did that for a year and a half, I think. Yeah, year and a half until this January 2024, just to specify in case this comes out in 2026.
Yes.
Then I left to go to Portsmouth University to do a master's. Yeah. And then I came back as late hours loan counter. So we kept the loans counter open, late hours, which isn't coming back, which is gutting.
Why is it not?
No, for funding reasons. And then that did not come back. Callum left.
Broke people's hearts.
They needed a interim, so I'm only here until October, basically, end of, I think, maybe.
And you're gonna leave definitely.
I'll be back. I'm Paul Carter in this. I'll be here until I'm 70. I'm sure. Just in different roles around the university.
But you know, you do. Yeah, you got to leave. You know, everyone's got to leave somehow. I've got to leave this place next year. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm just fighting it. I love it.
I don't want to get older. It feels like if you leave here, if you leave here, it's like there's the big life outside. Yeah. I'm fascinated. Yeah. I have to ask everyone this question, but do you remember how we met?
Yes, I do actually.
I don't.
Do you not?
No.
Okay, so it would have been it was the first year you did film production, I think.
Yeah.
So you came over to Cullen and asked to sit down and go through the C100, and Cullen was busy, so I said, I'll walk you through the C100 because you were struggling with it. We sat down and we went through the C100 and the Samyang lens kit for about an hour and a half. Do you have no recollection of that? That was where we first met.
Was that with Ed? That was sitting next to me?
No, just me and you. You were sat up the top of the MMC.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I remember the one when Ed was sitting next to me.
Yeah.
And then he kind of chipped in.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah, he might have chipped in.
Was in the back?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was quite later on.
That was later. I was obviously aware of, like, I'm aware of everyone, but I think the first time we properly interacted was when I was training you on the C100, because you were really not confident with, which is hilarious now because you've got 3 FS5 set up, really good angles, you kind of know what you're doing, apart from white balance, which I just have to sort out for you.
I'll cut that later. I know what. Yeah, so I know I'm very good at white balance. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm expert at white balance.
But I think that was the first time we met. I think, but you will have probably met me when I did like your welcome talk and stuff like that, and witted on about
I don't think so.
other stuff.
We didn't meet at a pub or something.
We did. Yeah, we got drunk. I mean, we all got drunk at the pub.
Yeah.
The first time we went for the film production drinks. That's when.
It's all a bit of a blur. Not just the drinks.
Is that when Julio got so drunk that maybe we shouldn't be talking about this.
Julio got drunk?
Julio got really... Oh, no, this was before your time.
Oh, because I remember his birthday.
The first time we did a drinks was in my third year, so before you would have started, and everyone got, like, pretty drunk. Julio was carried out, or shouldered out by Rob.
God.
I ended up blacking out from drinking. Ollie, who was our old trainer, was... me, him, and Josh were all drinking a lot and having a really good time. So we went to Vodka when Vodka was still open, which is obviously closed down now. And all three of us were standing there, hammered, like completely gone. And Ollie was explaining reverb to me for like a good hour, and like he was speaking, and the words were going into my head and then out really quickly. Did a shot of Sambuca, and then I woke up the next morning on my toilet with a bruised rib cage from like vomiting.
Oh my God!
It was a lot. It was 12 pints of Guinness.
And you walked in the room and Julio was there.
But what was even more funny is that me and Josh had to go and do a shoot the next day. This is Josh Worcester, who I hope he will get on the pod at some point as well.
Wait. You had to shoot the next day?
Yeah, me and Josh were on a shoot the next day.
Oh my God.
And we were both as hungover as we have ever been. But
that's how it happens.
Yeah, it was brutal, man.
It's Josh the one that had red hair.
Josh is the ginger one,
Yeah, I think I have met him.
Ginger, really bad Widow's Peak. I want to send this clip to him, so keep this in. Josh, you're going bald, mate.
Didn't he go to the NFTS?
Yes,
right now I don't know who you're talking about. Yeah. He knows Jacob.
Yeah.
I
think everyone knows Jacob.
But what was he doing there? Like the Josh, I mean.
Josh, NFTS.
Yeah. Because he left.
Josh was in my year.
Why was he was just visiting?
No, this was in my third year. So
no, but I mean when I met him.
Oh yeah, he was just coming along. He likes to drink.
All right, so he came all the way from where he lives.
Yeah, High Wycombe. I mean, there's not a lot to do in High Wycombe.
I'm from High Wycombe.
Are you really?
Yes.
Well, you should know better than anyone.
You're slagging off High Wycombe.
There's nothing to do in fucking High Wycombe. I'll slag it off.
Me and Jacob from High Wycombe.
I'll slag it off all the way to the market.
Yeah, that's right. Emphasis on the word high. I just want to. These are basic questions because I always write for their old guests, and I just thought, you know what, I just got getting bored, so write just basic questions.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
Talk to me about where you're from.
Cool.
And like what your interests were, and then how can I like linking that where you're from to like doing film and stuff.
Okay, cool. So I'm from Newcastle.
Are you
originally? Yeah. Oh. And everyone has that reaction because the accent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
So before I came down here, I used to have like the weakest Geordie accent you've ever heard, and that got obliterated really quickly.
Isn't Cheryl Cole from?
Yeah, amongst other people.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of your accent as a Cheryl Cole accent.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't suit, I don't think.
No.
There are a couple of words where you like fucking miles away.
Yeah.
And another really good one that I think anyone can do is bonobo monkey. So bonobo monkey, you can kind of switch it in. So I grew up in Newcastle. So my mum is from Slough.
Very close to High Wycombe.
And my dad is from Dundee. And then I grew up in Newcastle. So I've got like a mongrelly voice that sort of accent that sits all over the place. But you might not have noticed because I don't message you very often. But Jacob and Ed and Caleb and all that kind of stuff. So I text in Geordie dialect. And it confuses the hell out of people when they first meet me. So like when I used to sort of before I came to uni and go on dates and stuff. So I obviously message like Geordie dialect, and I get on the date and they go, "You don't sound anything like you message." I was like, "It's weird." it throws people off, right?
Right. Wow.
So I was born in Newcastle, grew up in Newcastle in Gosforth, which is where the original Greggs was. Fun little fact.
Wow, great.
So I grew up 10 minutes away from the first ever Greggs, which was on Gosforth High Street, which is cool.
Right, and it's still there.
Yeah, man, it's still there.
Did you get a discount in Greggs?
No, I do. we do have a Greggs outlet, which we have got two Greggs outlets in Newcastle. So Greggs outlet is basically a Greggs where the food that they haven't sold the day before, they then send it to an outlet and it's like cut in like 75% of the price off. You've got one in Southampton just across the road from Go Outdoors.
Really?
Pro tip: Go Outdoors, Southampton, just across the road. Greggs.
Oh my God.
Fun little.
I have to travel all the way to Southampton.
Yeah, but it's worth it for Greggs. You know what I mean?
If I spent like £100 on train tickets or something.
So yeah, Newcastle did school. Schoolwork slightly different up north, but did school. Got into sixth form. Failed my GCSEs. Like not failed, but did really badly in my GCSEs.
Really?
Yeah, like terribly, man. Like testing exams have never been my.
Same.
Yeah, like.
But you're so good at what you do.
Yeah, but like, give me like a critical reflection or like a I don't know, like an essay or something.
Yeah,
I can crack through it, man. But test environments, I just don't sync with. So completely bombed my GCSEs. So originally I wanted to take English literature, psychology, law, and politics as my. So yeah.
Bloody hell.
Because
Is that what you wanted to do?
I wanted to be a.
You're gonna have to
so
say it.
daft now, man.
You're gonna have to say it.
So like a forensic psychologist, right? So
Right.
so you go into like places like serious sort of mental health prisons and stuff like that, and then help rehabilitate them, and also be able to diagnose what the actual
right.
is. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like I thought you seemed like a policeman.
No.
Yeah, you sound like a policeman. Hello.
So
I can imagine you in a police outfit. Yeah.
But basically, I bombed all that stuff, right? So
Oh.
I couldn't take law or psychology or English literature or any of these things. So I had a nightmare when it came to GCSE. So instead, I took sociology, politics, and geography. And then I had to pick a fourth option. And I'd always known that I'd like playing around my cameras. So I used to shoot. My mate had a parkour channel when we were growing up.
What is parkour?
Parkour? Like
Is that skateboarding?
No, like climbing up buildings and doing flips.
Yeah, right.
So he started a YouTube channel. I used to film for him, right? So film him doing like parkour, silly videos. It's kettle parkour. It's still on YouTube. If you want to go watch.
We'll put that later down on the bottom.
Like 12-year-old me trying to shoot.
Right, I'm definitely doing that now.
It's pretty rough.
I left my phone over there.
Yeah, it's wild, man. So I'd always known I'd like filming and kind of photography as well. I'd always found that really interesting.
Right.
So I was like, I'll take film studies. Just as like I needed a fourth option. It was an AS level, so I was only going to do it for a year, and then I could continue on. And sort of also it was seen as a bit of a duff module because it was kind of just playing around with cameras and watching films, right? So did sixth form, hated it, truly hated it. Really did not sink in at sixth form at all. So I was good at the subjects. Like, I was fine at the subjects. It wasn't the vibe for me. I don't think. It was more tests as well, right?
Yeah.
I love sociology and I really like
the
politics.
A levels, right?
Yeah, and I really loved sociology and I really loved geography, like the human version of geography. So once again, which is sort of socio-political, economic stuff, right? That was all really fascinating. But I got to sort of near the end of sixth form and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this for another year. So I dropped out and went to college to go do a UAL extended diploma in TV and film production.
Wow, okay.
At Gateshead College, which is because I realised that I loved film studies, but I hated the studies part and like the film part.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to find like a practical course, right? So I ended up at Gateshead College, where I started making films. Sorry.
That camera. I hope that mic picked that up.
Yeah, I think it peaked it.
Do you want to move that mic a bit closer?
Yeah,
to you?
it's fine, mate. Sorry, I don't want to block it. So I started in camera work and documentary.
Wow.
So
documentary.
and like with the films you were making, a lot of it was you were directing and you were camera and you were sound at the same time, and you brought your mates along to kind of act in it or help out with all kinds of different bits and bobs. But
was that the course documentary or was it a module documentary?
No, you could for most modules you could make like a documentary, or you could make a film, or you could make like a podcast or whatever it was. Right, it was quite open, like music videos, all that kind of jazz. And I realised that when it was actually backed up with like interesting practical work, I really enjoyed the theoretical side of film as well. So the sort of theory stuff, the critical analysis stuff, like analysing how people have built certain rigs. So when people build camera rigs, breaking that down, working out what all the parts were for, how you use them, and then sort of remaking them with the very small amount of stuff we had available at college, right? And through that, I ended up working a lot with the drug and alcohol services in Newcastle. So through CGL, which I don't think they're around anymore, which is a bit of a shame. But I started making documentaries for them.
Wow.
And one of the documentaries got nominated for the Recovery Street Film Festival. So it was following a guy called Paul, who was who'd been addicted to crack for quite a while, and had had an acid attack on him. So he'd gone blind in one eye and all these kind of things. The loveliest guy you've ever met in your life.
Wow.
Absolutely, really beautiful story, and he could convey it in such a like an artistic way as well.
Wow.
So we interviewed him, and we got an idea about what his life was like. And he was clean at this point as well. Super interesting guy. And then we heard, so after the film had been, it didn't win, but looking back at it now, it's not good.
I want to see it.
Like the technical stuff is not great, but the story we told within which is always the most important part when you're telling a film, was really strong, right? Yeah. And then we heard a little bit after. I think I'd come to Winchester by this point, but he'd broke bail basically. Not bail.
Oh, no.
So he was our ankle tag, and the environment that he was in, he didn't feel comfortable in, so left. But it was after the time where he was meant to be stuck in his house, right, with the ankle tag. So in his court hearing for why he shouldn't go back to prison because he broke his curfew, they showed the documentary as a part of the evidence in terms of like this guy is actively trying to like.
Oh my god!
Which is like it's such like. People, I'm sure you've had people on here that have had films like nominated and win awards.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had people that are like corporate filmmakers that make a lot of money each month.
Yeah.
But
like to have something that has a positive.
It was like all the money in the world and like all the awards in the world for me will never mean as much as hearing
that's an award as
documentary
itself.
was used
Wow.
in court. Just like it helped him prove that he wasn't what they thought he was, you know?
So that helped him a lot.
Yeah, and it's like God. so my like before I came to Winchester, which I think we're probably going to get on into the next question.
Yes.
Before I came to Winchester, my background was camera work and documentary, like really strongly documentary as well. So looking at stuff like drug and alcohol services. I ended up working with a YouTuber who's no longer active but is on TikTok now called Harry Little. Really worth checking out. Does some amazing VFX stuff. But when he was on YouTube, I ended up helping him with like a lot of like the jokey documentaries he did, and all that kind of stuff. But sort of the interest in like the sociology and like socio-political geography and stuff like that has always stayed throughout my sort of filmmaking career, I think.
Wow, that's so interesting. I got goosebumps when you said that. That's really nice that he had something.
Yeah.
Wow. So who got the tape then? Who got the
tape?
Yeah, who like when he was on court? Who?
So obviously CGL were given a copy, which I think they put up on like their YouTube or shared internally and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, and a general piece of advice for filmmakers, because I know there's probably a lot of first years and want to be filmmakers that listen to this and all that kind of stuff. Don't pick a project because you think it's going to win an award. Don't pick a project because you think it's going to make loads of money.
Yeah.
Pick a project that you love and you think will benefit the world in some form. Doesn't have to be documentary. You can make a silly action film, but if you think it's going to give someone, it might not be a good film, but if it's going to make someone laugh, then it's worth doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, make it for the
bring more joy into the world. That's don't just be a corporate filmmaker because you want to make loads of money. Do that to pay the bills, but remember, like, this is an art form that is about entertainment, right? Yeah. And it's about helping people who are struggling with depression, for example.
Yeah.
Or people that struggle with anxiety who want to listen to a podcast or an audiobook or watch a film to sort of get them out of that headspace, or someone that's paranoid and needs music, films, whatever to get through the day. Like, it's an amazing tool. Like, creativity is an amazing tool that we can use to benefit people. I think we get lost in we want to make money from it more so.
That's great.
Sorry, that was a weird tangent.
That's great. No. So talk to me. So you still like documentaries?
Yeah, I don't make them anymore.
Why?
I'm gonna have a drink quickly. Sorry.
What, do I take you back? Because you know that my parents were documentary makers.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't know that at all. No.
Yeah, so I was spoon-fed on Panorama.
I think I lost a lot of interest in documentary. So we're going to get into politics a little bit here.
Okay.
I gave up when I thought the country was just fucked, to be honest. Like, we had a Tory government who had been in power for ages and fucked the entire.
Isn't that the idea, to make more?
Well, it is, but you can only scream at a brick wall for so long. You know what I mean? Like, and you become part of this fucking stupid socialist echo chamber, which isn't actually achieving anything. They're just reiterating the same point. You're not being
right. So there's like 20 Boris Johnson documentaries.
Well, yeah, and it's like, how do you tell that in a new and interesting way, right?
Yeah, and same thing.
We did work out a way of doing it, which I still like doing, but they don't happen very often because it requires a lot of time to make them. So doing political montages.
Oh right, yeah.
With some music, and then sort of showing like I'll send you a couple of copies of the two that I did.
Yeah,
and maybe
yeah,
you can throw them in, or so people got an idea. It's quite hard to describe. But the basic idea there is that's a lot more fun, and I don't have to suck myself into it so much, because I think when you start going down in that chamber in terms of researching into like let's take COVID for example. So the children being sent like mouldy food in cling film from the government and stuff like that as part of their
Really?
There
There
was a lot of stuff that goes on, but it's like if you make your life reading about that and looking into that stuff, it affects your mental health, man, because it's like there's so much going wrong in the world, and a lot of it is from people either side of the political spectrum as well. I need to make that completely clear. The Labour are not necessarily the answer to everything.
Well, I think I don't know who to trust anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember that who's that? Rob, go away.
Who's the third one? Right. Hang on.
I think it is important to remember, like, you can get sucked into these sort of social media chains, essentially, where there is injustice in the world, and you get sucked in, and it can affect your mental health in quite a sort of serious way, I think. And like that, I realised that documentary was sucking so much out of me. In terms of, I wasn't like a particularly happy person, because all I was reading about and all I was looking at is
dark, kind of
horrible shit, right? Shit. And it's like, I kind of wanted to get out of that. And I also love making films. That's very important to note. And when I came to Winchester, obviously the focus is making short films rather than documentary.
Yeah.
That has changed now with new modules and all that kind of stuff. But the focus when we came here originally was to make short films, and I was like, cool, let's make some short films.
Yeah.
And that kind of took over, I think. Yeah.
Really? So that's interesting. Like, would you ever get back into it then?
Making stuff? I mean, yeah. I like doing the political montage stuff, because I find that very easy to do. Like, but it's a couple of years worth of content that you need to then break it down into like short montages. So I'm sure there will be one surrounding the Keir Starmer government, because it is.
No government is good.
A fucking nightmare.
Some are worse, some are even worse.
Yeah, I don't know, but something will come out eventually.
So tell me what documentaries you've done. There, I'm going to add these. We'll add questions. Like,
what
documentaries? Like, can you list off the documentaries you have done?
So a lot of it was drug and alcohol services stuff. So they were a lot of them were internal videos to be showcased within CGL, essentially, right? So the
company
right. Outside of that, we did some profile documentaries about depression, suicide, addiction, some political documentaries. I don't think we really ever posted any of them particularly. In terms of like, no, not really. Like, that's the other thing for me. It's like, the goal for me is not always just about the posting. It's also about the like just having fun doing it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Have you put them on your show reel at all?
Well, no, because I'm sound now, so it doesn't really make much sense.
Well, you know, speak. You want to be general?
Not really, no, because the focus for me is sound. But I think me and Matt Warlow, who I'm sure is a guest favourite,
love Matt,
and also a viewer favourite. I think we're maybe Matt's been talking about something that I think is super interesting.
Which is
genre, we're not going to say anything.
What?
I'm not going to say anything.
What's this? Some sort of like.
I don't want to ruin it. It's not my project to announce, but I think Matt has had Matt is a phenomenal documentarian, as you well know, and as everyone watching knows, right? Yes. They pitched a idea to me, and I talked about some sound stuff that we can do on it, and I think we have one of the slickest projects.
Is it a documentary?
It's a documentary, yeah. Sound-wise, it'll be. I don't think it's been tried before, so. Should be interesting. Should be really interesting.
Why can you not say it?
Well, I'm not. It's not mine to. It's not mine to.
Like
Matt, the other side is like it's Matt's project, and it is around personal stuff. And if they choose that they don't want to do it in the end, I don't want to like overhype.
I see what you mean.
To do it, but yeah.
That's really interesting. So you're sound now.
Yeah, man.
What made you divert into? I'll ask you a question. Like, what's your favorite? What's your favorite bit of it? So I say sound.
Yeah, I think sound is my specialism.
Was that always your specialism?
No, obviously documentary.
Yeah, I was gonna say
documentary and camera work, right? So it's a funny story. So at the end of first year, COVID happened. That was when COVID kicked off. And we had all of our modules sent out to us for second year. and we had a film sound module, and I slagged that module off to the end of the earth.
Which module, sorry?
The film sound module, because I didn't want it. I was like, the film sound shit. No one cares about sound. It's a waste. It's a pointless module. Why are we doing it? It's just pointing a microphone at someone and you get, that's enough, right? Because I came from a point of never really paying attention to sound before,
Right.
And we did that module, and after like the first week, I was hooked. And I was like, Julio showed us Audition and some location sound stuff, and we had a task, like a formal, like an informal task to do, where we had to create the sound design for someone knocking at a door, which I think is still maybe being done. But the idea was, we've given a brief that says someone knocks at a door, create sound design around what happens next. And I genuinely I sat down on Audition to start. I was like, I'll give it and 10 hours later I stood up.
Wow.
I didn't go for a wee, I didn't eat. I got into Audition, I was like, oh cool, like I'm in my element here, right? So I started,
you did James R.
yeah, like really sort of hyper focused in to quite an extreme level. And just realised I loved it in terms of like how you can sort of express emotions through like the different sound of rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you can communicate so much about a scene from if the rain's like really heavy or like quite light, right?
Yeah.
I think we were talking about it the other day where we were no, it wasn't us actually. We were talking about sounds that we associate with things, right? So if I was to tell you that there was an ice cream truck, you heard the sound of an ice cream truck.
It's funny you should say
what
that.
season are we in?
It's funny you should say that. I absolutely hate ice cream trucks.
Okay, but what season are we in?
Summer.
Perfect. If I was to say you heard
when I was at home last week.
Yeah, we're still an ice cream truck.
It was ice cream truck, and it's September.
But it's like we associate sounds unconsciously with seasons, right?
Right.
And we associate sounds with feelings.
So leaves,
emotions.
Leaves.
And
Autumn.
it's like
Rain is sad.
There's so much complexity to that as well.
Yeah,
just like individual people will feel differently about that. And I realised that in film sound, and I was like, okay, this is the medium that I can actually express myself in as a creative, right? And since then, like, I think after that, I've never really cared that much about cameras since that point.
Really?
I love, better than most people, I love tech.
Right.
I love kit, I love tech, I love equipment, I love playing around with it, I like buying it for no reason. Shout out Ed, who bought my Zcam.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I love it, but like
I've
never cared about camera work as much as I cared about sound.
Wow.
In that module. Phenomenal module, really pulled me in. And also, sound is also the least popular specialism of
film. Is it really?
By like a long distance.
I thought it would be like documentaries quite...
No, I think more people want to be documentarians than like sound operators.
Really?
So I also realised that no one else was doing it, so I got on like a lot more projects than everyone else was getting on because they needed someone that gave a shit. Right?
Yeah.
So I ended up redoing the sound. Yeah, like that was after I'd graduated, but while I was still a student here, like I was on quite a lot of projects doing the sound and then editing that sound for people as well, and also just advising on how to do the sound in the first place.
It's a lot of stuff for sound people.
It is, and I think location and post are two very separate art forms, and I decided probably in third year that I think location was much more. I love both, but location is what I wanted to do as a job to pay the bills, if that makes sense.
Oh, so that's right. I say so. There's two different jobs for sound. There's location and
I mean, obviously within location sound you've got loads of different job roles, and within post sound you've got loads of different job roles. But the two art forms are different. They require different skills and different setups and different sort of. You can be good at both, but you can't be great at both. I think.
So you prefer the location?
And I think location is probably my stronger one, and it's also the one that I was aware that I'd be happy if my Monday to Friday job was I was out on freelance sets on films, holding a boom pole or wiring people up with lav mics. I'd be a happy man.
Wow, that's so interesting. So what is a day in the life for a sound person then? Do you think?
A lot of
What would you do?
have a cry in bed because there's no
think that's
freelance work
everything.
because the industry's collapsed around us.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, is there not any work?
it's real. Even for sound, it's hard at the minute. It's pretty rough.
I don't know because I'm not looking for any.
But let's say there is loads of work. So the day before is your prep day. So that's where you get all of your kit, you check it all, check all of the cables, pack it, get the boom pole set up, battery changes, charge them, wipe the cards, get your sound reports set up, wireless systems managed, laptop. I always want a script. So a digital script and a physical script, which I'll highlight with anything that I think is relevant. So it's normally around gain staging. So gain staging is where we lower or pull up the gain as we record, essentially. So if a conversation starts really quietly, we want our levels higher. But then if it goes from whispering to shouting, we need to be able to know where that slipping point's happening, right? So we can bring down our input gain so we haven't got any clipping. So there's a lot of stuff you need to do for prep. And then when you get on to set, you mixer, set up, put it in your vest or bag or whatever it is, wire the actors up, which is probably my favourite part of all of it. I like the problem solving with like wiring actors up is phenomenal. It's my favourite part of film.
Because actors can be
difficult. Man, it's like it doesn't matter what someone's wearing. Like the solution is almost never like the same. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
different clothing.
Yeah.
And you can't have a red mic in front of them.
Yeah. And then obviously, I mean, we're being very reductive about what happened and that kind of stuff. But the boom, which is my least favorite part.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I mean, I use a boom operator quite a lot now. I will normally, and to any location sound ops out there, don't do this. It's a terrible idea. I realised I didn't like booming, so instead of doing it myself, I hired boom operators, which is good when you're on a set that justifies it. But when you're on a set where you should really be holding the boom pole, I should be doing it. But I'm getting better at that now.
It's annoying though. But why can't you have like a massive I don't understand why you can have like a massive crane that just stands there.
Easy Rig it's like the Easy Boom or something like that, which they've just started to sell, which is literally the Easy Rig that we have.
Yeah.
It's like that but for a boom pole, so it takes all the weight and it distributes it. It's really cool.
So you have your hands free and you can
exactly. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of other stuff that goes on, but I think people underestimate the amount of prep that is required to do location sound. Like, it's not just turning up and plugging a cable in.
There's more to it.
You should be spending the day before, like, learning that script, particularly if you're the boom operator.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know the dialogue.
Yeah. So, I mean, a trick that I've kind of... it's not necessarily a good trick, but what I use is I learn the second last word of everybody's lines. So as soon as I hear that, I know that that's the time when I start to swing.
Right. Oh my god.
So you're never late to the next person's cue. It's not the professional way of doing it. The professional way is just knowing the lines and getting the movement in. But I feel like when you're starting, that helps quite a lot. The last line is too late because the other person will already be getting ready to talk. But the second last line, if you pay attention, that's when you start swinging.
That's a good tip. I'm gonna use that. Any more tips?
It's a good start. What else can I say? Just buy lav stickies. Just get some stickies for your labs. Stop using the crocodile clips that are included with when you buy lavalier microphones or you get them from a loans counter. Buy Ursa circles from pinknoise.com and use code Cullen20 at discount.
Right,
it's a joke. I don't have a discount code. I should. I send a lot of work and money Pink Noise as well.
What about like mixed pre's and stuff?
Yeah, so mixed pre's I've never used professionally. I've trained on them and I know how to use them, but I've never used them out on jobs. So
really?
I've always since set the recorder, this is a mental sentence. The recorder I started on was the Sound Devices 633, which is the big brother. Well, it's probably more of a granddad to the mixed pre 6. Infinitely more complicated.
Mixed Pro.
Infinitely more complicated. Doesn't have 32-bit float, so it means that if you make an error, you're fucked. But I just as like it's probably my favorite piece of kit. Do you have that? No. Like,
is it a loans counter?
We've got a loans counter. It is my favorite piece of kit, like ever. I don't know what it is about it, and I just find it a beautiful piece of technology, and I'd quite happily just sit and just play around with it while I'm not recording or working.
That's what I was just thinking. If you get married and the person records your wedding, then you're gonna be like, "Give it over here, let me do it."
The temptation to get a 633 tattoo has been like really high on my list for quite a long time.
Bloody hell!
Because it's a phenomenal bit of kit that's been around for years and will continue to be around for years as well.
Oh, cool! Oh my god! It's so interesting. I'm gonna put sound on here. We talk about so. What other aspects of film do you like doing apart from sound documentary?
Yeah.
Anything else?
To be honest, I like all of it. I think it's
art. Is there one thing of that's cool. Yeah. Is there one thing of sound that you can't stand? That you struggle.
Yeah.
What's the thing you go?
Oh my god, that's such a good. Too much headroom on a shot. Like the Mr. Robot vibe that. Don't worry, when we're using a boom.
Okay.
You get directors that shoot in 4K, put loads of headroom at the top of the frame, and they're like, so we can't get the boom in essentially, which is problematic. And then you get into post-production, you're watching the final film, and they've punched in on the actor's face anyway, so they were never intending to use all the headroom. Headroom doesn't look that good. Mr. Robot was fine, move on. Headroom's not that impressive. It's not artsy, it's not interesting, leave it.
Is Mr. Robot with the guy who played Queen?
Rami Malek.
Yeah.
Rami? What is it?
I thought it was with Will Smith, that one.
Oh my god.
iRobot,
what's his name? Is it Rami?
Yeah, Rami something.
From Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. So they had a lot of headroom.
Yeah, like it's famous for how much headroom every shot has, which would have been
on a set where there has been a lot of headroom.
Yeah, I've worked on some jobs where there's been a lot of headroom for no reason that has made our job near impossible to do. I won't say which production, and none of you will know which production it is either, because it wasn't one that happened internally.
Do I know?
No, you won't know. There's no one at Winchester that'll know the production that it was, but it was brutal, and I did not have fun. But yeah.
Anything else you like doing? Because would you say like post production more than anything else?
I love post production sound. Like, I do still enjoy doing it, and I am now doing Cost of Closure, which Riley James Roll.
Is that the school one?
That'll be out by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
But I'm doing the post sound for that now, which is cool. And then I'm also doing a job, a film that I filmed in Portsmouth, or did the sound for in Portsmouth over the summer. I'm doing the post sound for that as well.
Talk a bit more about what you're doing at Portsmouth then.
So the Masters?
Yeah.
Cool, okay, yeah. So after I left here...
we had a leaving party for you.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go off and do a Masters just because I enjoy that kind of stuff, right? And the two options were Bournemouth or Portsmouth, and for various reasons I didn't go to Bournemouth. And then I'd never realised Portsmouth did a Masters, right? And not only did they do a Masters in film production, they did a Masters in film production, sound for TV and film, which is very, very rare in the UK.
Wow.
That's not...
Really?
It's not common. And my lecturer, Steve Whitford, is a phenomenal has been a phenomenal location sound recordist. Like, incredible, has worked on some amazing things. Like, a lot of BBC stuff in Iraq.
Wow.
So, like, doing, like, sound for war documentaries and all that kind of, like, crazy experienced, really lovely guy. Did a lot of Channel 4 stuff and some BBC stuff. And I had a conversation with him, and he was like, he sold the course to me. I was like, this sounds awesome.
Wow, yeah, that sounds cool.
And it's because I'm the only sound student. You work with the other master students that are doing the other specialisms. But because I'm the only sound one, basically all those sound lectures are one-on-one. So they were tailored
Even better.
They were tailored to exactly what I wanted to do. The Masters itself is quite interesting in terms of what I thought would be the focus when I started and what the focus is now is really different. So when I went in, I wanted to focus on like lavalier microphones, essentially. So optimizing and refining practice around placing lavaliers on people, like the positioning and the tools that you use to do that, but also the safety around it. So post-Weinstein, and this is a good thing, loads more people are being outed for being creeps on set and being weird with the same gender, other genders, whatever it is. Location sound, we have to use lavalier microphones. That they have to be mounted, well, not have to be, but they're traditionally mounted on the body, right? Which means we're entering someone's personal space.
And yeah, that's what you
and
taught me.
There
you
are,
have to ask permission.
Yeah, and there are absolutely scumbags that will take advantage of that to look at tits or touch people in inappropriate ways. And it's just like, and there's no guidelines. So none of the sound unions in the UK have any guidelines on that. in terms of like how you should approach an actor.
They do now, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
What?
Not like, and it's also important to make the point that not every location sound operator is trying to be a pervert, and I mean that's probably why they don't have those guidelines set out. But for me, it was like, I should look into this and work, because it's not only about like the male female thing; it's also about like religious stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
So if someone, if because of their religion they aren't allowed to be touched by anyone of another gender, you need to be aware of that and also be aware of how to deal with that. If someone's wearing a full burqa, you need to understand how to wire that person up, right? Because it's absolutely not your place to tell people to get over something if it's a cultural or religious belief. So that was going to be my research project originally. Over this summer, I realised that wasn't hard enough in terms of like the lab videos that I was going to end up making. It just didn't feel like enough of a challenge for me.
So you study that kind of thing?
Yeah. Like you do a lot of research basically, and I realised that like while it's important, it's not what I wanted to spend a year and a bit focusing my research on.
Right,
so I've switched over to doing ambisonic or sort of spatial audio for audiobooks and podcasts. Spatial audio for audiobooks and podcasts.
Which is genre?
Yeah, we'll get on to that in a bit. I think. Yeah. But using spatial audio formats, so ambisonic recording practices, and then mixing down into binaural formats, and kind of playing around with that art form, because it's something that is becoming a bigger trend in terms of with VR, and like the Apple Glass Max Pro 2, fucking whatever they're called. And like the Meta Quest and stuff like that, like there's a lot of formats that are now using VR. So you need an immersive audio format to accompany that. And surround sound is fantastic, but I think spatial audio is the next step. So spatial audio, because you look confused.
Yes.
Spatial audio surround sound is a sound that surrounds you.
Yeah, right? So when
in a circle.
My mom and dad's friend has like a surround sound TV thing.
Spatial audio includes the height information, so it becomes rather than a circle, it becomes a sphere.
Oh, right, sound above you.
Yeah, so below you, right?
Oh.
So like in this room now, we've only got 2 ears, but we can hear the sounds that happen above us because there's a light humming up there. We can hear sounds behind us because the light's humming back there.
Yeah.
We can hear people in that room before to the side of us. 2 ears. But we're still getting 360 degrees worth of sound information, right?
Right.
So that's what binaural audio is using that psychoacoustic effect to create soundscapes. Music's been using it for years, like literally a long time. We can use that to create more immersive soundscapes, right? And no one's really used that format in ambisonics or binaural in film, because that's not how cinemas are set up. But the point that I'm making with my research is that audiobooks and podcasts, we listen to them predominantly headphones.
Yes.
So if we're listening to them on headphones, then why not make use of a spatial audio format that works on headphones? It's more accessible. Pretty much everyone I know has a pair of headphones. I'm assuming you're the same.
Yep.
So it's universal. You don't need a couple of grand's worth of ambisonic rigging, and you also don't need to spend a couple of £100 on like a surround sound format, which you would never listen to an audiobook or a podcast on anyway. Pair of headphones, binaural mixing, good to go.
Do you ever design sound purely for headphones, or because
that's a loaded question?
is there like a different type of sound for headphones?
Like a work
process to it.
There's mixing formats that you can use. You're probably better speaking to like a musical engineer for that kind of stuff.
Because how do you feel if you spent so long designing something for headphones and someone watches it on an iPad?
Yeah, okay. So binaural doesn't really work on anything other than headphones because of the way headphones work and the way that the binaural format works, right? It doesn't mean that won't be good to listen to on standard stereo speakers, though. I think that's a point that we need to get across with genre pending, which we will talk about.
Okay, yep.
It's later on down the line. Like, you can still listen to that with stereo, and it will still sound great, but you won't get the immersive aspect of binaural, essentially.
Wow, this sounds so interesting. Oh my god. So. God, these questions are just basic.
That's right, just answer.
Yeah, but they all sounded so interesting. So what are the... sounds interesting. More about that. So yeah, talk about. Well, I'm surprised when you go to Portsmouth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know everything that you know already at Portsmouth?
So Steve, who's my
Because you're so good at what you do.
He's my supervisor. He's currently doing his doctorate in ambisonics. So, and I going to Portsmouth, I knew very little about spatial audio. So I've learned like a vast amount of stuff in a very short space of time.
Wow.
That has kind of blown. So it's the same reaction that I had to seeing film sound for the first time in Hulu's second gen module. It was the same thing when I learnt about like binaural and ambisonic formats and like recording practices and all that kind of stuff. Like it was an eye opener again, man. So it's been really cool. And thank you for saying I'm good at what I do, but I'm not in terms of.
But you are.
Well, I'm perfectly adequate. I think it's really important for people not to get.
No, I can't work without you.
I think it's important to remember that at university, the best person in your year will probably be one of the weakest people when they get onto a proper set, because you learn more on sets than you do in uni.
Right.
Like there is a lot of ego in filming and stuff like that, and filmmaking in general. And I think it's very important that you keep yourself grounded. In third year, I thought I knew everything about sound, because I was the only person that was doing it, right?
Yeah.
And then I went on to my first freelance job and I got my ass kicked, like it really badly, because they were expecting a professional workflow and I didn't have a professional workflow. I had my workflow because I'd never taken the effort to do extra research into like how everybody else is doing this, right? What is the industry standards and professional practice? And I think as soon as you realise that you're not the top of your game, you will work to get there instead. If you think you're there, you're not going to try harder. If you want to get there, you're going to try really hard to get better at what you do.
Wow.
I still make critical errors on a regular basis, and that is completely fine. We're not meant to be perfect. That's why we can do another take.
So what your advice is try your hardest before you need
always try your hardest. Never assume you know everything. There's always room for more research. From being a technician at this university, I know when people walk into a training session and they think they know it all. So I will instantly make that training session a lot harder.
I'm glad I'm not one of them.
No, you're absolutely not one of those. Yeah,
I don't know.
Don't worry. But I think it's really important to always continue research. If you love this, camera work, editing, VFX, title cards, color grading, producing, directing, writing, sound, post-sound, whatever it is, always try harder, always be researching, always be reading about what everybody else is doing. Because I think with all of that, you will become a better operator. Never assume you know everything. Never assume you're going to be the most talented cinematographer that's ever lived. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I think you've got to be realistic. And as soon as you realise that when you leave here, you're a very, very small fish in a very, very big pond, you spend more time actually refining craft rather than letting your ego run unchecked.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. But you are great at what you do.
Yeah, I don't think so, but that's fine.
But you are though.
But I know what mistakes I'm making.
But you are though.
Yeah, I'm okay.
But you're not.
I'm not okay.
No, you're great at what you do.
Okay, cool. Thank you for saying that.
You are. You're professional and you're good. So, I mean, it's funny, every time you talk with Jacob or James and about sound, I'm just going to go this way. Bye. Yeah. It's like have a secret soundy language.
It's
The thing that I noticed that Jacob was wearing Mixpre socks, and he said he went to a sound
industry
Comic-Con thing.
That's a great way of describing. Okay, yeah, we can talk about expos actually.
Is that what it's called?
So we were at the IPS.
Were you with him?
Yeah, he came with me. So we went to IPS, which is the Institute of Professional Sound. So that is a sound union within the UK, as is AMPS, and there's a load of other lists of other ones, right? They're what we call expos, so exhibitions, basically, right? So brands that are within the location sound world come to what was essentially a village hall.
Really?
Yeah, like we'll draw comparisons in a minute, but like sound is not a big industry. Like
Well, I assume it would
compared to cameras and to various like directors or screenwriters, it's very small. So the events they put on are quite tight. Everyone kind of knows each other, and if you don't know everyone, you get to know them, right?
Wow.
So you've got the biggest names in location sound, like sound devices, DPA, Deity, Ursa Circles, Sennheiser, Rycote, Pink Noise Systems, Raycom. Massive names in location sound sphere who will talk to you for a couple of hours. I think Jacob was speaking to the Ursa Circle guys for like an hour and a bit.
Wow.
I spoke to the DPA guys for like an hour and a half. Everyone there was absolutely lovely. And the point about expos is it is a great networking opportunity and also a great place to get loads of free stuff.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I'm there.
So the bigger one that I think is more relevant to a lot more people is BSC, so British Society of Cinematographers, which happens in London near Battersea Power Station every year. Huge event, massive brands like Arri, CVP, Blackmagic, Sony, Canon, all these kind of brands. And they're great places to network. Like, you will meet loads of people that are at the same stage of their career that you are. Just have a chat with them.
Wow.
Brands that you want to buy stuff from, go say you want to buy some stuff from them, because I can guarantee they will give you a discount code or some description or like free shipping, because they want you to buy their products, right?
Yeah.
And you probably want to buy their products. So go there, say you're interested in buying it. They'll have something to show you. So maybe it's that product, or maybe it's a similar product. Ask about pricing, get business cards. I've got the CEO of Core SWX batteries. The batteries used for the Pocket 6K. I've got the CEO for that company on LinkedIn because I spoke to him for half an hour at BSC.
My God, wow.
I think he unfollowed me after he realised I was a location sound up. He posts very little on LinkedIn, and when I do, it's always silly. But like, you're meeting like big people in the film game, right? And you're adding them on LinkedIn and all this kind of stuff. So expos are a really good thing to go to. If you see an expo, go to it.
Was Mixpre the company that made Mixpre?
Sound Devices are the company that make Mixpre.
Were they there?
Yeah, that was where me and
Were
Jacob...
they at a panel? You had to ask questions.
No. This was they just had a little trestle table.
My God.
There was like the head of marketing or something like that. I don't know who was there. He's one of the techs, but who was quite happy to talk to me and Jacob for like half an hour just about the Sound Devices Scorpio, which is a beast of a recorder.
And were there a lot of people there?
There's probably between like 50 and 100. BSC, a couple of thousand. So that gives you an idea in terms of like the
really?
difference.
There aren't a lot then, are there?
Yeah, there's
Bloody hell. Do you think there should be more respect for sound?
Yeah, man.
And there's hardly any.
It's such an overused quote from it's misquoted from loads of people. But it's like sound is 50% of the art form within film, right? It's same with TV. It's 50% of the art form, and it has like 5% of the budget total. You know what I mean? Like, bit of an anachronism, but I've lost my train of thought. I'm coming back. Give me a second.
Do you like Foley and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm into that. I think that's probably not my bag. I know people that are like bang into Foley that are really, really into it, but it's not my. I enjoy doing it. It's another art form in and of itself. I think it's a complicated.
But going back to do you feel like there's there should be more recognition for sound?
Yeah, I think so. It's like everyone says it. All of your lecturers will pretty much always say it. All of your technicians will always say it. Bad sound is the thing that separates student films from short films, and that is always the case. That, and I know a student film just from hearing it normally. It's why Over from last year.
Yeah.
I assume you had the crew on from that, didn't you?
Yeah, for a day or two.
Yeah. That was why that film was as excellent as it was, because James actually put work into the sound to make it good. And it's not professional by any means, but it's good.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I mean?
was.
Like, you can listen to it and it doesn't say, you've not got over every line of dialogue. The backgrounds are controlled, they're mixed properly, the dialogue is clear, understandable. He did such a great job with it. That it really proves the difference between the different jobs. I think if you put more money into sound, you'll product will come out.
Well, what do
film
people
will
say?
come out.
Cameras.
Sorry?
Some people say cameras.
Do you want? I could record a film on a 480p camera and have good sound.
There's something that. Okay, so I've got two more things.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you want to show your F&P to me? I've written some notes.
That's.
I have. I think we've already talked. I have Jimmer, Matt Warlow. Talk about sound. MMC, the other one, and your F&P. So why do you want to talk about your F&P?
Me and Cullen will give you the same answer. Think our FMP is shit. It's not. I think.
Why are you ashamed of it?
Right. So production of our FMP didn't go as well as we wanted for various reasons. We didn't have the amount of coverage that we needed camera-wise, essentially. So it meant that when we got into post-production, so I was the sound and editor. I had to go through every single take and shot that we'd done, with a fine pick comb. So it took us a month and a half to do the edit.
Wow.
And we were every day, pretty much every day, 9 till 2, in the audio suite for a month and a half. The workflow was crazy. It took a lot. Pretty much every shot had to be reframed in post-production to some degree, which is fine. It is what it is. We shot a lot of wides and a lot of close-ups and absolutely nothing in between. And it's not throwing shade at members of crew.
Who's your other two people that on your FMP?
So Cullen was the director, Josh Worcester was the DOP, and James was the producer. We had a lot of production problems. We had a lot of problems with actors. There was issues with the script, which I'd written, and there'd been a lot that was slightly oversighted on that. So it meant that, we filmed in January, and we didn't start the edit until March because we were seriously planning on not finishing it, that film, and just making another film instead, because we really were not happy. The edit is okay. Perfectly adequate when you watch it back. Obviously, whenever you watch all of your films back after a year, you realise all the fuck-ups you made.
Yeah. Same.
The edit took me a long time. We spent a lot of time looking at that footage. Caleb and me especially spent a lot of time looking at that footage. The sound design, there is a really cool bit in it. The sound design that I did for the kitchen remains the best piece of work I have ever done.
There you go then.
In university, in college, in freelance stuff since then, in master's projects and that kind of stuff. I love it, and I still love it. There was just a lot of problems with it. We will show you it eventually, I think.
What's your least favourite thing to do? Wise. What's your least favourite thing to do with anything?
My least favourite to do
film wise.
Okay, producing. That is not
really
my bag. I'm not a good producer. I'm terrible. Cullen will back this up if you ask him. I am probably the worst person with money. I spend a lot of money on just pointless wanky shit that I do not need.
And going on to Cullen,
yeah.
You say he's terrible at sound.
He's awful at sound.
Tell me what you said earlier.
Cullen, who has been teaching... I'm going to look into this camera first, because this is a cool-out video. Cullen, who's been teaching the journalism students for the past 3 years, these are third-year journalism students, have never seen a dynamic microphone before. Dynamic microphones,
I don't know what it is, but...
insert a picture, and Shure SM58, you will have seen every news broadcaster ever holding one of these microphones while they do a piece to camera. We have 24 of them behind the counter. Third-year journalism students had never seen one before.
Wow.
Blows my mind. Cullen, very competent trainer in every other aspect.
He's brilliant.
If he's ever taught you sound, get help. Are you sponsored by BetterHelp yet?
No.
Come on, Nat, sort it out.
Okay.
BetterHelp. We don't have a discount code. Other podcasts do. Find one that isn't transphobic and use that instead.
Right. Yeah, and he breaks people's hearts and leaves without telling them.
If Cullen's trained you in location sound, call me. I'll fix it for you. Don't worry. We got you covered.
So 2 more until we get to quick-fire questions.
Ooh.
Is there anything you're doing at the moment?
Yes, loads.
Yeah, that's a good lead on to genre. Yes, genre podcast.
So, me and Matt Warlow have
The
the
great Matt
two, me the most infamous member of the MMC, and Matt the most famous member of the MMC.
Why are you infamous?
Because the Movie training sessions. Ask Ed.
The what? The what?
Movie training sessions.
Movie?
Movie.
Movie.
MOVR.
Okay, I'll ask Ed later.
I was a very loud trainer. I think everybody knew that, and I swore a lot, and I told stories that I probably
Who was
shouldn't.
in that class?
What do you mean?
Was Ed was in that class?
No, it's like a separate training session.
Oh, okay.
But Matt, who is MMC famous,
They are.
and
very
me, who
famous.
is MMC infamous, I think is fair to say. Maybe a bit big-headed, but we move.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
Have come together.
Right.
To
Is
make
that a good idea?
It's
a very good idea.
It's a very good idea because it's come out with some cool stuff. So I was working in Oxford over the summer for a summer school in Oxford University, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
I stayed in Oxford University halls, which are not as nice as you'd imagine them are.
Really?
Yeah, West Downs was much better. Shout out West Downs.
Yeah. No, Birmingham's a place to be. Well, no.
Yeah.
Well, we could agree that St. Elizabeth's is the worst.
Yes, by a country mile. Yeah.
Sorry, Hope. She used to live there. Sorry.
We've gone off topic.
Yeah, sorry.
So I had an idea in Oxford. I love audiobooks. Like, I love audiobooks.
Oh, right.
I consume more audiobooks and podcasts than I do films, TV combined in a year. Like, easily. I have an Audible account with like 250 audiobooks on it. I have
a big reader.
A little bit, but I'm a big audiobooker. I read a bit, but I audiobook more because I can do other things like go for walks or pack up
cool.
location sound kit and all that kind of stuff, right? And what I realised is like where that comes from is when I was like 12, 14, Radio 4 used to do some amazing radio plays, like full cast dramatisations of like really famous stories, short stories, whatever it was. And they've cut all the funding for that to make true crime podcasts and comedy podcasts, which are fine. But not interesting. I mean, they're cheaper to make and they get more listeners, right? But what I realised is there wasn't any radio plays, audio dramas sort of interchangeable in terms of the language that we'd use, but there wasn't any that I loved on Spotify. There isn't many on Spotify, and there isn't many on Audible that come out on a regular basis. There are obviously like audio drama podcasts that exist, but a lot of the time they focus on either one genre, so they're only ghost stories, they're only sci-fi, or they're only westerns, or it's one that is like a longer episodic piece in terms of it's the same story that's been going on for 12 episodes or whatever. What I want is like loads of different short stories from different genres, all over the place, to just listen to and experience different short stories from like up and coming creative writers.
Right, okay, cool.
So I was like, well, I could do that. I know how to do sound.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Like I used to be okay at screenwriting, not so much anymore because I haven't done it for like a year and a half. So James Rolt, who I'm sure you'll get on here at some point.
James R.
Yeah.
I don't really understand his surname. How do you say it? Rolt.
Yeah.
Well, I've had James on.
Have you had him on?
Yeah.
Cool.
With Riley and Toby.
So he was in Oxford working with me.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out James. We love James.
So James. We sat down. So he was working with me, and I sat down and explained it. He was like, "That's an awesome idea." I was like, "It is, isn't it?" And he gave me some ideas, which have now become used. And I was like, "You know what I need?" He was like, "What?" I was like, "I need a director who is gonna keep me on track, but for that director, I need a very specific person. I need a director who is competent, has proved themselves as an accomplished screenwriter, sound friendly, which is the hardest one to find." And that I've know already or have worked with before. Yeah. And the only person that filled all of those boxes, Matt Warlow. The legend that is Matt Warlow.
I always call Matt the great Matt Warlow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think you have to
call them that.
So I messaged Matt and I was like, "Can I call you?" And they said yes. Like, great. And I sat on the phone for an hour and a half with them. And pitched the project. Or the original idea. Matt was like, "Let's go." So that's kind of how it came to fruition, basically. And since then, we've worked a lot hard. It took us an hour and a half to come up with a name. which is genre pending.
Where did you get? I like your logos and stuff. Who made that?
That was Matt, actually.
Yeah, I like all those like
motion graphics in my bag. Matt's done a lot of the motion graphics. Matt's done a lot of the graphics and a lot of the naming, and I've done a lot more of the sort of the organizational side in terms of like predicted workflows for how we're actually going to make this a reality, right?
Have you found any scripts yet?
We found a couple of really good. I've got one script sent in that is phenomenal. Like,
anyone I know?
Perfect. No, and we're going to keep it a surprise. All the writers we're not going to announce to the public, so it's a bit of a surprise as and when they come.
Wait, the person that's the good one, the really good one. Do I know who that is?
No, I don't think they're from Winchester, which is interesting.
Wow.
Oh shit.
You don't know who they are?
No, I've never met them before. So along the way, we realised that to create a short story audio drama podcast with a full cast for pretty much every episode, excluding some formats, that also uses spatial audio mixing, so the binaural mixing stuff we briefly spoke about before. Me and Matt were not enough. we couldn't just do it as us, so we've got 2 more people signed on now.
Is that Ethan?
No. So Ethan will be working with us, but not part of the core crew. I can announce this because this will come out in a couple of months. So Marnie from third year last year.
Oh, right, yeah, she's been on the show.
She is head of producing and writing now.
Wow.
So Matt is in charge of directing. I'm in charge of sound, production and post. Marnie will be in charge of producing and heading up the writing team.
Wow.
And then I've got a friend called Connor Gilder from I met him when I did a job up in Leeds. Is an amazing script writer, like really talented, and a really good actor as well, actually. And he is going to be one of our script editors. So the conversion process from like a film script or a TV script or a play or a poem or a piece of literature, converting that into the radio play format is quite complicated. It's a weird art form, essentially, radio plays, because we have no visual information whatsoever, right? Everything that happens needs to be communicated through sound, which is why I love it, obviously.
Wow, that's cool.
So it's quite a lot of work. So it probably won't be out until February, March next year.
All right, 2025.
When this comes out,
yeah,
we'll send you a date and you can layer that over and blow my mouth out as I was saying stuff there.
That's cool. That's cool. That's
yeah. So we're working on that at the minute. I've not explained it very well. If you are interested and you want more information, Genre Pending Podcast on Instagram.
We'll put that on, we'll put that down later.
Yeah.
So last question before we get into quickfire questions is I ask every single person on this show. Maybe it's kind of like it could be about anything, or it could be about film.
Yep.
It's up to you. But is there like an issue that you think needs to be
addressed?
Anyone
that goes to a gig, takes their phone out,
right,
and records the full gig on their phone with their torch on should be euthanized.
Right. Okay.
I hate it. I've stopped going to big gigs. I used to love going to live music, and now I don't go because I know if I go to one of those, I'm not a tall guy. You are. I'm a short man. I've accepted it. I'm not bitter about it. All I'm seeing is I'm hearing it, which is great. Yeah. I'm not seeing the band. I'm seeing someone's fucking phone like that. It makes me so angry whenever I go to. I just stop going to gigs. I don't go to big gigs anymore because I can't be arsed with it. It's so. No, you never watch it back. You never watch it back. No one that you send it to gives a fuck. They might watch it for like 15 seconds. Oh, cool, he's at Oasis. Who gives a fuck? You're never going to watch it all the way through. It fucking ruins the experience for the artist because the artist isn't performing to anyone. He's being recorded, or she is being recorded. There's a great clip of...
That's what Paul McCartney said, that he's performing to a bunch of lights.
Yeah, exactly. It's strange, man. And there's a great video of... So, Linkin Park's last performance in the UK before Chester killed himself is at Birmingham. And it is an amazing gig. Like a phenomenal gig, right? And during the song One More Light, which they always play, normally do it like an acoustic sort of version, he used to get the microphone, go down into the crowd and sort of lean into the crowd on the barriers and sing to people and give people hugs and high fives and all this kind of shit, right? And in like the past videos, whenever you see it happen, like it's an amazing experience. And the one in Birmingham, all you can see is just loads of torchlight on his face. Like, while he's trying to perform, you've just got like 20 people holding their phones this far away from his face. How are you meant to perform properly? Like, people are so obsessed with recording everything, so they don't forget it. They forget to live in the moment. They're not experiencing anything. They're just watching it back a week later. What's the point?
Yeah.
When I go on holiday, I take very few photos. I don't really take any videos because I know if it's good enough to remember, I'll remember it.
Yeah.
There's no point filling your phone full of pointless fucking photos that you've taken and then you've missed out on doing an experience.
Yeah.
Gigs are the same. It doesn't happen in comedy, obviously, because we can kick people out really easily. Like you're not going to whip your phone out in the cinema. I mean, people, if it wasn't illegal, I guarantee if it wasn't illegal, people would take their phones out in the cinema and record most of the film on their phone just to fucking show people they've been. It's stupid. No one cares. Yeah. It's not interesting Instagram content or Snapchat content.
That's right. Facebook. That's interesting.
People are so obsessed by fucking recording stuff and filming stuff and taking photos of stuff all of the time.
I have to be honest, I fall down that rabbit hole.
I know. And there's nothing wrong with it in most situations, but I feel you get so caught up in not experiencing stuff because you don't want to not record it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you end up recording stuff and missing out on like beautiful experiences that you could have seen with your own eyes. I've been to Iceland loads of times, and I've taken a total probably about 6 photos in the 4 times that I've been to Iceland. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because I don't need to show it to anybody. No one gives a fuck. The only person it matters to is me, and when I went with my partner, we took a nice photo together because we wanted to.
Yeah.
That was it. I don't need a million photos of a fucking rock. I can remember the rock if it's nice enough.
Why was this a celebrity?
Why would you want to take a picture with them? Who cares?
Well, yeah, well, people care. People care.
Who's that photo for, though?
Well,
if it's a celebrity, you care. If it's your favourite celebrity,
like Paul McCartney, or Harrison Ford.
Like there are a few people that I would want to take a photo with that are famous, right? Do you know what I'd prefer to do instead?
Yeah.
Have a fucking conversation with them.
It's true.
Because they'll get asked from people that don't give a fuck about them. They just want to put it on Instagram for photos all the fucking time. I would prefer to have like. There's a story I could tell, but we'd have to cut it out, so I won't tell it. I would prefer to have an interaction with someone that I thought was cool, rather than getting a photo for them.
Right, yeah.
Because I will remember that interaction for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because I care about them. If it's a celebrity that I don't know or don't give a shit about, why the fuck would I get a photo with them? Who's it for? The celebrity doesn't want it. I don't really want it. No one on Instagram gives a shit. What's the point?
Right.
Interesting
answer to that question.
What's your opinion on it?
Well, I'd like to have a picture of a celebrity, but I understand.
Just a random celebrity?
Not well, I do. Again, I
so
down that rabbit hole.
B-list celebrity like a Love Island contestant comes into the MMC.
Well, I wouldn't know if it was a Love Island contestant. But,
all the Botox would give it away.
But if it's like Paul McCartney or Harrison Ford,
no, but they're people that you care about, right?
Yeah,
that photo's for you. But
for B-list, yes, I would do the same actually.
You would get a photo with them.
Yeah, I would try to.
Why?
I don't know.
Who's it for?
Don't know. I don't know.
Is it for Instagram? Is it for clout, Matt?
Maybe. Yeah, but probably, yeah. Shove the book in their face and say they were on my show, but they weren't. But that's interesting. That is very interesting. Shall we move on to quickfire questions?
Let's do it, man.
Favorite film of last year?
Ooh, All of Us Strangers.
All of Us Strangers. Oh, is that with
Paul Mescal and Andrew Scott?
Yep.
Made me cry. Oh. It wasn't last year, but After Sun is phenomenal as well.
Yeah,
those 2 films.
That was good. That was good. Favorite film of all time?
Can I name 3?
Yes.
Trainspotting.
Right.
Moonlight.
Right. I haven't seen Trainspotting or Moonlight.
You haven't seen either?
No. My mum. Again, it's my mum's fault. I'm sorry.
Trainspotting, Moonlight, After Sun.
Really?
My 3 favourite. After Sun is probably my favourite. Trainspotting I've watched over 100 times. And I think it's getting closer to 200 now. And Moonlight has the best soundtrack of any film ever.
Wow.
Nicholas Bratelli did the score for it. I could listen to that all day, every day for the rest of my life. Wow. Phenomenal.
Favourite filmmaker?
Ooh.
Or favourite sound technician?
Kiff McManus is a location sound op with one hand. His other hand is a hook, and he did quite a lot of the early Top Gear specials. Is
Wow.
an icon within the location sound scene. Director Danny Boyle, I think.
Yeah.
Like I know he's made a lot of shit films, but he's also made Trainspotting, T2, which is not as good, and Slumdog Millionaire, which is a phenomenal film,
that was
as
good.
well as 28 Days Later, which is another great film.
I'm a Beatles fan, as you can see.
Oh yeah, Yesterday. What did you think? Was it Yesterday? Was that
I watched it on my birthday, and I was like, "This is just so
Yeah,
bad."
I didn't enjoy.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. Now thinking about sound.
Mm.
Is it the next question is favorite song you listen to forever? But do you like music? Just quickly.
Yeah, I love music.
Yeah, right. Because of sound.
Favorite song that I could listen to
Well,
forever.
let's extend that question. Do you have like a favorite band?
Yeah, Twilight Sad. Easy. Smash. Boom.
Don't know.
Twilight Sad. They are a industrial indie, Scottish, punky, grungy, electronic, amazing band that have been.
They're still around?
Yeah, they're so lead singer of The Cure, Robert Smith. They're his favorite band. They are fucking amazing.
Wow. How old are they?
Not that they're not that. I mean, their first album came out in like 2006 or 7 or some shit.
Oh, right.
Phenomenal band. The Owen Moore session on Spotify or Bandcamp, wherever you get your music from, the acoustic set is amazing. It's definitely worth listening to.
Any other bands that you like?
That I love to that degree, where I flitted out of a lot of bands. And I was trying to think of that.
What
question,
artists?
So Nicholas Bratelli, as a composer for film score, he did The King.
I like a lot of film scores.
Yeah, I think he's amazing.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah. Have you heard of Alexander Desplat?
Yes. Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, I think Nicholas Bratelli is probably my favourite composer for TV and film. He's done a lot of stuff that you will recognise and enjoy quite a lot. Favourite song of all time? Oh my god, that's such a hard question. "Burn" by The Cure.
All right.
From
Cure,
from you hear it in the original Crow. It's in there as well. It's an awesome song. Really good.
Okay.
Oh no, is that true? Don't know.
Have you seen the band? There was a
The
band?
Cure, yeah, I've seen The Cure.
And the other band you said?
Twilight Sad I've seen 10 times in less than 10 years.
Have you met them? Taken a picture with them?
No, and you know what? I wouldn't, because I'm well aware that they don't like taking pictures. And it's
You have a conversation?
Bro, if I could have a conversation with that, the goal with genre pending is to get to a point where I can ask them to do score for one of the episodes. That would be like, as a career goal, working with the Twilight Sad, that would be like, I'd be happy to get run over by a bus the next day.
Okay.
Like, life
Anyone who wants to kill Cullen, please.
Genuinely though, like, if I could work with them on a creative project, tick. I'd be quite happily go back to working at Alfie's.
Wow. Did you work at Alfie's?
I worked at Alfie's
for
nearly 2 years. Yeah.
Wow. God. If you could be a person for a day, who would it be?
Don't know. Does it have to be a person?
Living or dead?
Could it be a dog?
Your dog?
Allowed? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to be a spaniel for a day.
Okay.
Or an otter.
Do you have a spaniel?
I used to. He died.
Oh.
Sadness.
Was it named after a sound operator or?
No, just Alfie.
Alfie.
Just big
Alfie's.
man Alfie. Yeah. Answer actually. I've got an answer.
Right, go on then.
I cannot sing. Like, I have no musical talent whatsoever.
Cannot sing?
I cannot sing at all.
Right.
At all. For one day, if I could sing, I'd be the happiest man on earth. I fucking love, like, hearing people sing, listening.
Right.
I just can't get a note out. It doesn't work with my voice works. It makes me so depressed at weddings. Or like fucking karaoke nights and stuff, because I'm so anxious about it, because it sounds so bad when I try.
Right.
If I could be anyone who had even like the slightest modicum of musical talent for a day, just to fucking have a sing-along at the pub, I'd be fucking made up.
Well, I'm not going to ask you to sing now.
No,
because
I fucking wouldn't, mate.
I probably won't hear sound ever again. Secret talent or unknown fact people don't know about you?
I am really good at doing the dishes.
Really?
Like, really good at doing dishes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are so many that you will have to cut out.
What, dishes? Or?
No, like, of secret talents that I can do that you would have to cut out, unfortunately.
You have lots?
Yeah.
All right,
they're
related. Doing dishes, like washing them?
Yeah, I can wash dishes like a fucking pro, bro.
Oh, you do it straight after you finish
Give me any dish, regardless of how burnt on you think something is. Give me a day, and I can guarantee I can get it off.
So, can you do it for me every
get
2
fucked.
days? Okay. I was going to say I have some dishes at home. I need.
Do I have any other secret talents? I'm trying to think.
Do you play sport?
Oh, I can wiggle my ears.
Oh, whoa, look at that.
Can you wiggle your ears? It might be easier to take my hat off. My hair's a state though.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's all of the other ones are related to legal activities, so we have to cut them.
Right. Do you play an instrument or something?
I had no musical talent whatsoever.
Really? You have a sound and stuff
absolutely,
like that?
No.
Are you interested in like amps and stuff, sound kind of thing? Like musical amps?
No, not really. It's not really my vibe. I can't play musical instrument. Absolutely. When I said I had no musical talent whatsoever, just nothing.
Really?
Yeah. No, and you'll notice this about sound design that you hear that comes from me through genre pending and maybe cost of closure and stuff like that. I don't use any musical sound design at all.
Wow.
Everything is based on building natural crescendos with ambiences, sound effects, and foley, and it's very grounded within like realism and to some degree psychological realism as well.
Would you ever like to do like sound for like a gig or something?
No, fuck that.
No?
It's not my spirit. I like being at gigs and I want to enjoy the sound of a gig, but
not like setting up.
Nah, that's not my bag.
Really?
No,
All right.
really,
Okay.
no.
What is something that you have that you need to throw out? Don't say trash because everyone says that. And it's just a cheapskate answer.
Throw out my vape. I need to quit vaping. I do need to quit vaping.
Yes.
I quit smoking and took up vaping. I'm now worse with vaping.
You quit smoking? You smoked?
I smoked for 7 years. And then switched on to vaping, and I've now been doing that for like 2 years, and it's as bad as smoking is.
Where did these vapes come from? Because I don't remember vapes when I was younger.
No, they've only really come into trend in the past like 5 years.
Yeah,
we sound like old people. And we sound, where are these vapes coming from?
I was gonna say, do you have like a favorite TV show that you grew up with?
That I grew up with,
yeah,
or one that I'd watched. No.
Yeah.
Grew up with,
or grew up or watched
Family Guy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit. That probably shaped a lot of, and I've been very restrained on this podcast in terms of the way that I would normally talk and the things that I would talk about. I've made myself more podcast friendly, but Family Guy is where I get a lot of my humour from, and the shit that I find funny comes from that. I think.
Do you like Ted?
Not as much.
Really?
Yeah, Family Guy was my best. I'm trying to think of other TV shows that I watched as a kid that I really got into.
Did you grow up? Did you go to the Dick and... That's why I lost my voice. Did you go to the Dick and Dom thing?
No, I did not go to the Dick and Dom.
Did you grow up with Dick and Dom?
Yeah, I didn't. I only had Freeview, so I didn't have Sky or anything. So all I had was CBBC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you watch Dick and Dom the Bungalow?
Yeah. Oh, Young Dracula. That was a banger show. Yes, man.
Yeah.
And shows now that like I would watch religiously. You need to watch The Terror season 1.
The Terror.
The Terror.
Right. Okay.
Fucking
people keep
amazing.
saying Breaking Bad to me.
Fine, whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it's overhyped.
Oh,
it's good. It's good. I've watched it all. It was great, but I feel like the moment's gone. Watch something that not many people have watched that is actually good.
That's interesting.
And The Terror fills that hole.
What keeps you up at night?
Existential dread, anxiety, and depression.
Right. Wow.
You can keep that in.
Did you? Yeah, just to FYI, if Cullen ever opens his mouth and it doesn't come out, okay, I've edited it, okay? So
screams of the children in the basement.
Yeah, pretty much. What did you want? Window or aisle on a plane?
Sorry?
Window or aisle on a plane?
Window or aisle on a plane? Window, always.
Window?
I can hold a piss for quite a long time. You're keeping that in.
Yeah, you're doing it now.
That's a secret talent. I've been holding a piss for 2 years.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs, easy. Spaniels, always.
Spaniels.
Yeah. Or a retriever sometimes, but a spaniel, Springer Spaniel, every day of the week.
If you time travelled, where would you go? To the birth of sound.
Oh my God, how do you answer this? But India,
right?
Pre-colonization. During the Mughal Empire and stuff like that. Fascinating part of history. And then white people came over and killed everyone. But very sad. Genocides, etc. But before that, fascinating time period. They were like... this is such a weird thing to
like
talk
geography
about.
and stuff.
This is more history, but like... obviously the spice roads and stuff like that were very profitable. So Eastern Asia was at that period of time, so Middle Ages over here in Europe, was like rich, like really rich and fucking fascinating. I love that period of history. I find it really interesting. Colonization of like India and Southeast Asia. But
Maybe we should do a documentary on it.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Or like the 90s maybe.
Yeah.
Mm.
Favorite word?
Verisimilitude.
What does that mean?
Reality. A sense of reality. Or
Okay.
versimilic. It's a
Google-
cool word. It's a good word.
I'll
It is a
Google
good
it
word.
later. Guilty pleasure.
Love Island, actually. That's
You're
probably not a bad one.
joking.
Every year I watch it religiously.
Why?
I could not tell you.
It's really
Bad TV,
Bad.
but it's really bad. It's really
For
good bad.
viewers.
It's really bad. Sorry, it's really good bad TV. It's
but it's a bad message.
yeah, but I don't care. I don't get caught up in it. I think it's fucking weird to watch as well.
What, you
I
watch Love
love
Island?
it. Yeah, I just every year. If I was to do like Mastermind,
Yeah.
Love Island series 4 would probably be, or series 3.
Oh my
Which one is
god.
it? One of the earliest seasons of Love Island. That would be my topic. I think.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, he's there.
Curtains is here.
We'll get. No, we won't. No, stay there. No, stay there. We're almost finished.
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Yep.
Who's that?
DC. One of
DC.
Batman's Robin grown up, basically.
Oh, right. DC or Marvel?
Films, Marvel, comic books, and any other literature, including animation, DC. Their films are just not great. But Matt Reeves' Batman would be like in my top 10 films.
Really?
Yeah, phenomenal.
Looking for
With
part-
Robert
look forward-
Pattinson. Oh, what a great film.
Part 2. Except for that.
Yeah.
The Joker 2 as well.
No, that's got really bad reviews, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, I read a review the other day that was not good. And I thought the original Joker was good. The original Joker
Yeah.
was great. But the second one looks like not good, apparently.
Oh dear.
You don't know until you've seen it, though, do you?
Favorite camera.
Favourite camera?
Or favorite camera or favorite sound thing.
Favorite camera would be an Ursa Mini Pro 4.6K because it is the first professional camera I saw in a camera magazine that made me want to get into university. And
Wow.
when I came to Winchester and I saw the fact that they had a Ursa Mini Pro, that was
Yeah.
one of the main reasons I came here because that was like my god tier camera to use. And obviously now I work with them on a daily basis doing training and
Wow.
stuff, which is cool. Sound recorder, easily the 633, without a shadow of a doubt.
And last question: if you had the chance to pick someone who had to come on the show, who would you pick?
So I know Caleb's coming on next,
Yes.
so I won't nominate him.
I've done Matt. I've done James.
I think Josh Worcester would be a phenomenal.
Right. Yeah.
guest.
Yeah.
He would be really interesting to chat to.
Rob Ferrin.
Rob Ferrin would be fine. Yeah, Josh Worcester though. I think you could get him as well. He's a first AC. Has now been a first AC on a lot of really cool shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. And he's very, very knowledgeable. But grill him about why all of the shots in The Fisherman were either dead wide or really close up.
The Fisherman.
That was our third year film.
Oh, right. All right. Is there any friends or shout outs you'd like to thank? No. Not Ed or Caleb or Jacob.
No, definitely
James.
not Jacob. You've got to cut this bit out.
Okay.
I made a good point of not mentioning Jacob this entire time because I know it'll
Well,
slightly upset him.
you've got time to mention him now.
Jacob, you're my best friend, buddy. He's my
Not even Caleb.
Jacob is my go-to boom up in every job. He's a very solid. He's very fun to work with.
Cool.
He's an amazing boom up, and should go quite far in industry, hopefully. So I will give him a little mention because he's a good guy.
Yeah, and Caleb as well.
Caleb's all right.
Ed?
Haircut's not as good as the old one.
No,
I don't think.
No. Ed.
Ed.
Trying to think of the people that we know in the
I'm
MMC.
trying- Why am I shouting people out?
But it's friends shout out. Friends and family.
My dead dog, shout out. Freya, my partner, who does all the social media
I
marketing for the
found that
university.
existed yesterday.
Jimmer would be a good guest, actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Jimmer would be fun. I think you'd have a lot of arguments with Jimmer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you found some of
Well,
my,
we already do over
if
equipment.
if you found my stuff about taking photos with celebrities and having a phone at a gig,
Right.
sort of a bit of an issue, Jimmer is much more hardline than me on that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, I'm scared now to go
yeah.
back. Socials or Instagram?
Just the Genre Pending podcast on Instagram, and then just that, I think.
You mentioned others, didn't you? You mentioned like YouTubers and the.
If you want to see, like, we talk about first films, but if you want to see like the first videos I ever made, look at Kettle Parkour on YouTube,
and the drug
and Harry Little as well,
and the Drug Association.
Yeah,
I think it's dead,
CJL's gone now. I don't know if we'll be able to
shame.
find the Recovery Street Film Festival stuff, which is a shame actually. But if you want to see like me as a 12-year-old trying to make a parkour video, Kettle Parkour on YouTube, I think.
Yep.
But we're really pushing the Genre Pending podcast on Instagram. So
cool. Last question: would you be up later on if I find the time to do it to do Catherine v. Cullen v. Calum?
Possibly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a post-it note on my wall.
Yeah.
And I want to blindfold you all. And it's going to be a mixed pre, and you have to set up a mixed pre blindfolded and see who wins. Anyway, right. Cool. Well, that is actually the end of the show.
It was lovely, mate. I'm so happy we did.
Well,
this.
thank you very much for coming on. You're brilliant. You are brilliant what you do. You are very professional.
We'll collaborate on Genre Pending.
Yes, we should. Yes,
you need to send us some scripts, but
I'll have to dive in my old scripts.
Deadline isn't until the 1st of November, so you've got time.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay, I'll put that on my calendar.
Cool.
But you're brilliant, and no, seriously, you're.
This is a good podcast, mate.
Is it?
You are doing well.
Yeah.
It's quite fun.
It's fun.
It is really fun.
But no, you're really great, and I hope you stay on until I leave.
Yeah, I won't. I'll be gone at the end of October, but
you will
definitely be gone by the end of
God's
October.
sake!
It might be earlier.
Both of you.
But there you go.
Oh God! And
it's been a pleasure, mate.
Thank you. But if you ever go into the sound thing, I want Harrison Ford to come on my show.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah.
So if you ever meet him, get on my show.
But it's been a pleasure. Cheers, man. Thank you for this.
Don't need yet. But thank you very much to Cullen for coming on the show. If you want to come on the show, CT Plus Productions. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't know if I could do enough of them. You're just standing there. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you next time. Woo! Yeah.